I am Dr. Awadh Agrawal. I am working as Associate Professor in Pediatrics at State Institute of Health and Family Welfare, Patna. I also run a nursing home in the name of Divya Jyoti Nursing Home. I am associated with various health programs run by the government and various training programs. I am a master trainer in National Health Mission as well as Science of Vaccinology and Breastfeeding Promotion Network of India. Bihar has got a very good standing in terms of infant mortality, because if you look at the present infant mortality, Bihar's rate is more or less similar to what it is in the national rate. More or less 42 is the infant mortality rate, and Bihar is still better in terms of that, it's 41. So in terms of child health, at least Bihar is at par with the national average, though we still have a lot to do. If we compare the infant mortality rate of developed countries, it comes to 5 or 6. So in comparison to international standards, we are not at par, but in terms of national average, Bihar is doing quite well. The Bihar government has lot of health policies looking after child health and maternal health, and basically the National Health Mission and the RCH program, which are centrally funded programs, they are all geared up towards mother and child health. So for maternal health, we have the Janani Bal Suraksha Yojana and the antenatal checkup programs, the vaccination programs for the mother, and for child health, lot of programs are there in terms of vaccination program which is considered to be the most cost-effective program. And then we have the pneumonia program, the diarrhea program, the nutrition program, the nutrition rehabilitation program for the malnourished babies, and then micronutrient deficiency programs, vitamin A prophylaxis program. So a lot of vertical programs are there which the government has initiated for child health and maternal health. Well, the outcome, as you are aware, that the infant mortality of Bihar has consistently come down. It used to be in the 1980s, it used to be around about 85 or something like that. So we have come a long way ahead when you compare the infant mortality rate of today's. If you look at the vaccination program, our vaccination coverage used to be 25% about 10 years back. But now our vaccination program has improved dramatically, and we have reached, say, we have covered more than 80% of our children are 100% immunized. And in terms of other indicators also, like the pneumonia control program, like the diarrhea control program, we have done a lot, and a lot of them is still being done, and we have drastically reduced our deaths due to many childhood illnesses. The challenges are many. First of all, the cold chain equipments. The cold chain equipments, sometimes they go out of order, it has to be repaired, but now we have placed one cold chain technician in every district. So the recovery rate of the cold chain breakdown of the equipment is now improving a lot. The second challenge is regarding supply of the vaccines. Sometimes some of the vaccines they go short, so we have to defer the vaccination of the children. Thirdly, we have to motivate people for vaccination. So IEC programs, they need to be strengthened to bring more and more children under the ambit of vaccination, so that they get the benefit of the vaccination. Sometimes some misconceptions are there in the mind of the people that vaccination is not of any good health, it doesn't give any benefit. We have to teach the people that vaccination is one of the most cost-effective intervention in the health sector today. Under 5 also includes neonatal deaths. So in the neonatal deaths, the main reasons of deaths are sepsis, birth asphyxia, prematurity, hypothermia. So this is about the neonatal deaths. Then in the under 5 children who are older, I think pneumonia and diarrhea, these two are the leading killers of the deaths. Otherwise, there are other diseases also, like malaria, Japanese encephalitis, acute encephalitic syndrome, and then typhoid. Typhoid is also one of the notorious diseases which can cause death in children. Malnutrition is still very rampant. It is definitely a sad story that in spite of all the developments, malnutrition, especially undernutrition, is still very rampant. We have the data that some amount of malnutrition is present in nearly 50 to 60% of the children. But severe malnutrition is now not very common, but still in some pockets we do get cases where marasmus, kwashiorkor and all these severe malnutrition cases are there. Obesity is still not a very big problem, but in the cities and in metros and in bigger places, you will find that obesity is now coming up as a big problem. And unless we take this as a challenge and educate our people regarding balanced nutrition, sooner or later this is going to be a big problem, because with the advent of lot of junk food like pizza and burgers and cold drinks and all soft drinks, all these things, they are contributing a lot to unhealthy eating habits in the adolescents and children. And more children now we are finding that they are going into obesity, and obesity has the beginning in the infancy and childhood, like faulty feeding practices, introduction of cow's milk to infants less than 1 year of age, and all these things, they are all contributing to obesity, which is coming up problem. A lot of things still needs to be done. We cannot be perfect, but still there are many challenges which we are facing. For maternal health, I think we need to have more and more hospitals which are geared up for taking up emergency obstetric care. Right now, emergency obstetric care is not available in many places. They have our female folk have to travel a lot. We need a good referral center, and we need to fill up all the posts which are vacant, because still lot of posts of doctors and ANMs and lady health visitors, all these are vacant, which they are important people who will cater to antenatal checkups and obstetric care to the maternal health. And for child health, we are doing a lot, but still needs to be done. We need to strengthen our hospitals for curing illnesses in children, and we need to put more inputs in vaccination and other logistics to look after our children.